Let's go. With the glasses on too. Sorry, Les Brown, gotta cut you off for a second. All right, man. We are about to hit up Best Buy. It is time to go pick up the A73, baby. And I am, woo, hype. You know what I mean? It's my first full frame mirrorless camera, baby. So I'm here at the Best Buy. It's right there, Best Buy. Finna go run up in here and grab the camera. I don't know if I'm gonna take my vlogging camera with me. I'm probably gonna leave this camera in the car. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, these employees be liking to harass people about filming. Let me get up in here, pick up the A73. I'll be back.
Let me print you out a pickup receipt.
All right, cool. Appreciate it.
No, that would have
Sony A73, I got that on lock. Like I said, I went to go get this label printer that's on sale at Office Depot. I think I'm gonna go grab that now, so that way I can start labeling all of my batteries, all of my equipment, and everything like that. That's what I want to do. Battery 1, battery 2, blah, 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 and help me keep track of what batteries are charged and what aren't, and everything, you know what I mean? Just, you gotta be organized. Organization is key. That's what we gonna do. We here. So this is the one. Let's go home. Yo, what is up, YouTube? My name is CJ. Let's talk tech, sneakers, and anything else creative. Now, today we got this bad boy. We're talking about the A73 from Sony. Today is release day. I'm sure a ton of you out there may have just picked it up. And if you haven't, and if you're still on back order or whatever, I am so sorry. But I got mine. Now, I went through Best Buy. I did the pre-order with them, and I set it up so that I could pick it up at the store, because I knew if I had them ship it to me, UPS, you know how long UPS could take some time, you know what I mean, and be by end of day. I always get the by end of day, so I didn't want to wait till the end of day to get mine, so I made sure I sent it to the location so that way I was able to pick it up right when they open. It's exactly what I did. And yeah, I had to do a bunch of other stuff and all that and so forth, so it wasn't like, oh, pick it up and get the play. No. But the weather is nice now. I might go run out and do something now, but it's getting late and so forth. At the end of the day, I have picked it up. Now, this is my first full frame mirrorless camera. Now, if you don't know, I'm a current user of the Sony A7300, which I'm currently using. Right now, I'm using the Sigma 18 and 35mm. I love that lens. Recently, I picked up the 85mm f1.8 from Sony, and I've been using that on the A6300 and loving it. Even though you gotta push the tripod a lot further away, I was loving the results. Like it was even more bokeh than this one right here, because that that compression at that length, you know, you get like super blur, super compression, super beautiful. I love that focal length. So 85 millimeter, but when you put it on this A63, it's like 127 millimeters or whatever. Better believe that at some point that, what is it? The 20 to 100, oh, the 70 to 200 is probably gonna be, it's definitely in my wish list anyway. But at the end of the day, the A73 is here, baby. It has landed, and if you got yours, congrats. And if you're still waiting on yours, I'm sorry. All right, yeah. Oh yeah, new hairdo or whatever. I gotta get my hair done. YouTube been tripping, man. We finally processing over there. I had uploaded this video earlier, and it just got stuck. And all my other fellow YouTubers out there, you know how that is. You sit there and it says that it's doing something, and if you go to your dashboard and you click on videos, it says that it has been uploaded, wait for it to process. And so, no, this thing is a beast. We're talking about the same autofocus system as the Sony A9. We're talking about full frame, 24 megapixel sensor, backlit. So it's helping with those low light situations. I've seen a bunch of comparison videos from this camera to the A7S II, and it is comparable or better. And that's what I've seen. And that is music and news to my ear, because low light situations is what I shoot in. Even right now, I'm in a pretty low lit situation. I mean, I've got lights going, but I'm not as well lit as you probably should be to be shooting the way I'm shooting. Plus I shoot S-Log and all that, which is complicated as it is. As you may have seen, I picked up a bunch of accessories. This is not gonna be like a in-depth thing on this bad boy. I'm gonna bring that on the next video, but I am gonna introduce you. You know what I'm saying? I just took you on a journey with me to go and pick it up and experience it. Now I did pick up some accessories, the must-haves. So the A73, what all you get, as you saw in the unboxing, is just the camera, the battery, and the charger, which is the one you have to plug into the camera to charge the battery. I'm telling you, if you've never had one of these just straight battery charger hookups, I got one for my FW50 batteries, which are in my A6300 and so forth. You are missing out. So I highly recommend you pick one of these bad boys up. It's a quick charge, unless you like waiting forever to charge your battery, as well as you should get a secondary battery, so that way you can have one in doing your due, you can have one charging, and so forth. It gives you a lot more flexibility than if you had to charge your only battery and you only had that camera charger. Literally your camera's taken away from you, and you're unable to use it for however long it takes to charge. Now with that thing, it says that it takes 150 minutes to charge. I felt like it did it a lot quicker than that. For all my techies and my cell phone users, you know how you love a quick charging cell phone? I'm sure you would love a quick charging camera battery, yeah. I grabbed this Peak Design slide light. Oh man, I'm getting a phone call. Hello? If they have cheesecake, I'll take a little bit. All right. Sorry, that was so unprofessional, but we talking about Froyo, and we talking about they got the cheesecake flavor. I definitely want it. So I got this slide light neck strap. I really don't like the stock neck straps. They're not that comfortable. I've never used the Peak Design, but I'll get a chance to use it now, and I'll check it out. I'll do a review and all that other good stuff on this later. You know what I mean? Extra battery, you definitely want to always have one. It gives you the flexibility, so if you one day look up one's dead unexpectedly and you got one already charged, bam, pop it in, go. Trust me, do it. Another thing I grabbed was this quick release Manfrotto Plate. I already have one of these, but it's on my Crane 2, and I got this one because I got a monopod. I haven't opened this thing up, I haven't played with it, I haven't messed with it and so forth. There's gonna be a video on this. If you don't know about this is a company, I've been doing some research. I've watched a couple review vids on the platform, YouTube, and I like this thing. It gives you a lot of cool little features. I'll talk more about this later in another video, but I got the quick release plate to put on top of that one, so that way, like all of my setup is all Manfrotto quick release. Anyways, at the end of the day, I run a Manfrotto ecosystem. So I just keep the Manfrotto plates on the bottom of my cameras. That way if I'm on the tripod, if I'm on the gimbal, now if I'm on the monopod, all cameras will be able to just slide. Bam, 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 bam. Trust me, speed and efficiency is important, so stick to that. Two of these Extreme Pro SD 128 gigs. Now these are the UHS 1. Well, the slot 1 on the A73 is UHS 2 compatible, and I saw a test on it, and it's a lot quicker as far as buffer speeds and all that, but that's for people who are out there just shooting like crazy shots, you know, wedding photographers and so forth, you might want to look into the UHS 2 SD cards. But we talking about those things is taxing, you know what I mean? And there's not that many available. Sony has them out. But man, like these now, were the A1s in the past for the 4K, and these used to be the top coin, and now they starting to get down in that more reasonable spot. So I mean, I grabbed 2 of these 128 gigs. That gives me a ton of shooting time, a million photos and so forth. So yeah, I recommend these. You know what I mean? If you're all into the super, you need the crazy buffer, you can be flipping like 150 pictures per second or whatever, maybe look into the UHS 2s, especially if you got the coin. I think that's all of the accessories that I picked up for this bad boy. I just wanted to be set up, ready to go. I still have to get a small rig cage. I love the small rig cages. They allow you to get so much more versatility and add-ons to your camera. Highly recommend you check that out. I'm gonna pick one of those up, Amazon Prime, and get it here in a couple days. Yesterday I was looking at it last night. I should have just went on ahead and grabbed it, but for whatever reason, I put that off. So maybe today I'll go ahead and grab the small rig cage. That'll be coming in. I'll shoot a video on that. If you don't know about the small rig cage, you need to get to know them because they are awesome. They are great. I have one on my A7300. That thing is on there permanently. I never take it off. And another cool thing, you know, they kind of act as a heat sink too. And I think they kind of help absorb some of the heat, as well as it's kind of protective. You know what I mean? It's like a nice little metal surrounding on your camera. I mean, for that if, which we don't talk about the ifs because we're not going to drop any of these, right? But you know what I'm saying? I mean, a little extra coverage. You get a ton of access points for 1/4 inch and 3/8 inch screws, so you're able to mount whatever you want on the side, top, bottom, left, right, wherever. You have to put on handles and everything for handheld. It never ends. And small rig also offers ability to build shoulder rigs, monitor mounts. Man, it gets deep. Like, and this is no sponsorship from Small Rig. I just rock with what they do. And Small Rig, if you're watching this, hit your boy up. Yeah, you just got the free promo right there. Nah, but for real though, Small Rig, I support what you got going. You know what I mean? You like the channel, get at your boy. Stay tuned because I'm going to be showing off photos, video, of course, video number 1. That's the number 1 use. I'm going to be up on this. Probably my next video I shoot. I will be, well, I might not be. I might have to have this in hand, you know what I mean, to show it off and so forth. So the A7300 will still be in use. But I got this 85mm f1.8 Sony native lens. Can't wait to do a review on that. I was waiting for this body to come in so I could give you a crop factor perspective as well as the full frame perspective. And I'm telling you, man, it was already wowing me on my A6300. It kind of made me put the Sigma 18 and 35 away in a bag for a little while. I know. It's recording me right now. I gotta watch what I say. You still number 1, I think. But nah, I'm so serious. The results I get out of this 85 f1.8 on the crop sensor, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Yeah, it's probably my setup going forward. But anyways, we will eventually be switching over to this with the 85 f1.8, and I'm looking to get, I want a wide angle for this thing. I've been shopping not too many wide angle options on the Sony full frame without costing a pretty coin. Now them G Master lenses, I love them. They're beautiful. I've seen the results, but God, Sony, for real though. Like, man, you talking about, you know, so yeah, I just got to get out here with these, yeah. So I'm gonna stick to the affordable budget lenses for this A73 body for now. And who knows, down the road, I might check out a little something. But I also want to convert my A6300 into more of a vlogging rig. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to be doing crazy vlogs. But if ever I get the itch, the vlog itch, I want to be able to scratch it and perform and do it the way that I would love to do it. You watched me pick up the Sony A73, which is, I think, probably going to be one of, if not the best, camera release of the year. Sony had a crazy marketing scheme. I think it was one of the best marketing schemes of calling this the basic model and then putting features on it that will kick the butt out of anyone else's basic entry level full frame camera as of right now. So that whole basic or entry level full frame market, it goes to Sony right now, just period. I mean, they're giving you a ton out of this thing. Now, I've been seeing a lot of different reports on it and so forth, so we're gonna have to test and see if any of those reports are true. But at the end of the day, this is, I believe, the best entry-level full-frame mirrorless, or just period, camera, full-frame camera that you can get in 2018 at this point. Now, we got to see what else is going to drop. But honestly, I think what Sony gives you, these other manufacturers are afraid to do. They don't want to cannibalize their higher ends. They want you to have to pay the coin in order to get the features of those higher end devices. And I think Sony is going in the right direction of giving you some of those higher end features at a lower price. And I think, man, that's what matters, man, because you gotta think about this. First of all, stop being so damn greedy. And just think about this. If I get in on this level and I get introduced, I learn, I develop, and I grow, obviously at some point I'm going to step up to the higher ends, like the A7R3. The A7R series is a great series to get into. You know what I mean? You start here, you develop clientele, work, comfortability, and then you can move into the A7R series and so forth. So, I mean, Sony is smart. They're getting you in the door, and they're getting you under their brand, under their umbrella, and eventually you will probably be loyal to them. Like, I went with the A6300 to get into this, and my loyalty, not my loyalty, but they got me in. And now that I'm accustomed and used to using Sonys, it was only naturally that when I was looking to get into the full frame market, I went with Sony. That's where I was comfortable, because Sony gave me that entry into the market with all of the great features I wanted, like 4K and so forth, at a reasonable price with the A6300 body. So when that A6300 came out, I got in on that. I was able to shoot 4K quality, which is what I was into. You know, like I said before, all that talk about 4K isn't the norm. It's a lot more 4K TVs at a lot more reasonable price, meaning that a lot more people are getting into 4K. Now, the 4K monitor side, not so much. I'm pretty sure at some point, cell phones, which is the #1 consumption of this platform, eventually cell phone screens are going to be doing 4K. You know what I mean? It's only a matter of time. So once those are really doing 4K, your 4K footage is really going to matter. So I hope you're already accustomed and used to doing 4K by that time. And you know what company will help you get used to and accustomed to doing 4K now and into the future at a reasonable price? Is Sony, baby. So like I said, the Sony A73 right now is the camera of the year. And if you know, you know. And if you don't know, I feel sorry for you. Whoa, wait, yo. Smash that like button. Smash that sub button. I'm on a journey to 10,000 subs right now. I just lost my side light. I'm sorry. If the lighting just switched, you know what I mean? I ran out of battery power. That's how it goes. I'm on a journey to 10,000 subs. I'll take 50,000 this year if you want to give it to me. And I'll take 100,000. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I'm realistic. I know I got to put in that work. I got to put in that effort. I got to be consistent. And I got to drop hot, fire content. And that's my commitment at this moment, to continue to do that. Now, as I grow, I'll get more consistent. I'll get more, how do you say it? I'll be more active, more videos in a lesser amount of time. I'll be more proactive at this thing. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, at the end of the day, I'm committed to this. So smash that like button, smash that sub button. If you enjoyed this review, if you enjoyed my energy, if you enjoyed my swag, come rock with the team. CJ Knows Tech. I love tech. I love sneakers and anything creative. Let's get it. Hey, yo, review video coming soon. You don't want to miss it, baby. I'm about to get it in. I'm about to give it to you the real, raw, and honest truth. Let's go. I'm out. Peace.